Hi, sixth graders. I am definitely learning a lot in terms of making a YouTube video. I already started this one, as you can tell, because I have an answer written down, but I had to go back and delete some files because there wasn't any room for this video. I forgot that I still had the videos from our Pastor Forrest Appreciation Week, and my daughters had some movies downloaded on Netflix, so I had to get rid of those, and I should be able to continue. In the video that I did a shout out to several tigers, so I'm going to do it again. Hi, Lily. It was nice to see you the other day. I hope you're doing well. Nathan H. It was nice to see your dad the other day. I hope you and your little sister are doing okay. Ryan. It was nice to see you both days. I hope you guys are doing well at home too. Miss you guys. So there's only 3 that we can do for the pages that we've read so far. And really, these came before page 150, but that's okay. So on page 138, this is where Mrs. Van Dan, I should go back and read the question, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Why did Mrs. Van Dan get upset on Mrs. Frank's birthday? If you guys remember this, it was a little comical, and this is where you find the answer. Mrs. Frank got extra sugar for her birthday, and Mrs. Van Dan did not, and she was jealous that she had not been favored in that way for her birthday. So I went ahead and wrote that down. But I would like for you to put in the comments why that would make somebody so jealous during this time. What was it about sugar? Okay. Number 2, what can happen to the protectors if they get caught? We read that recently if you were reading or listening to the videos, or reading on your own, which is just as good too. This one's on page 146. And it's when Anne is praising the office staff for keeping them safe. They're noble, they're doing unselfish work, they're risking their own lives. You guys wrote a short answer last week on your test on what you would have to do if you were one of them, why you were doing it, and why was it dangerous. Well, we know because they will have the same fate as many others who are being searched for. So if you're a Jew and you're caught, you either get killed or go to a concentration camp. If you are hiding a Jew or doing anything against the German cause, then you'd be killed or sent to a concentration camp. Okay. Now, you might just be arrested. There's different levels. So I'm going to put all 3. Because the office staff that was arrested, it wasn't even all of them, they came back alive. They made it through the war. So they'd be arrested. They could be killed or sent to a concentration camp. Okay. The next one, number 3, why were the Germans thinking about flooding Amsterdam? That's on page 147. And this question or this topic leads to like a whole page of them joking. What would they do if it was flooded? Would they get a boat? Would they swim? Would they keep their heads underwater so nobody would see that they were Jewish? So that's on page 147. Let's make sure it focuses. I don't know if you guys can see. It looks a little blurry on my screen. All the newspapers are full of the invasion and are driving people mad by saying that in the event of the English landing in Holland, the Germans will do all they can to defend the country. If necessary, they will resort to flooding. And I talked about, I think in the video where we did this one, where I read this one, Holland it's coastal. It's very close to the ocean where she is. So they want to keep, let's see, they, meaning the Germans, want to prevent an ally, those I guess we'd call the good guys, United States, England, to prevent an ally invasion. Okay, they want to keep Holland to themselves. They want to discourage the other side from taking over Amsterdam. And I have a picture to show for you guys. In the graphic novel, If I can find it. Let's see. There we go. I had it bookmarked and then... So I'm gonna pick up my iPad, which I hate doing because I'm not a very steady hand. And my husband, I know, he's really good at that. So he points it out when I do videos, my hand's not steady. So this is not what happened, but this is what they're imagining happening. If they end up flooding, there's that tower that we saw in the video that we watched. People in boats. Now this didn't happen. And do you guys see, it's kind of like Where's Waldo? Do you see Anne and Peter and Mushi? Do you see Margot, Mr. and Mrs. Frank, Mr. and Mrs. Van Daan, and Mr. Dussel? Do you see him? I do. You guys probably do too, but I'll give you a few more seconds. Okay. I also have some more to show you, but I'm gonna make a different video. See you soon.